Ufologist. Yay!
Hello there.
Cool. We need your comment.
Hello, this is David, the Backyard Ufologist. Thank you so much for joining me here on this Blah's Monday. Man, quarantine, lockdown, man, it really sucks, doesn't it? Well, anyway, hopefully we won't get the virus, that's for sure. It's no laughing matter. You know, I try to see humor and everything. This is just a pestilence. It's happening with us, you know. From the Bible. You ever wanted to live in biblical times? Well, welcome, you are. So we got to work together and not fight. We got to start spreading more love, do some mass meditations, and put it out throughout the world. I'm going to tell you, it works. It works. See, my beard has gotten longer. My barber is missing in action. So I'm going to do an attempt on trimming it up. May have to cut it off. I gap it up so bad. I don't know why. I used to be able to do it. I don't know what's happened. But anyway, I have one of those walls. So we'll see. We'll pull it out and put some batteries in it and clean it up and see if we can use that and start looking a little bit more presentable here. Hey, make sure you subscribe, like, share, give a thumbs up, and most of all, be sure to comment and take part, participate, and tell us what you think. This is going to be kind of a short show. I don't want to hold you too long. I'll probably have another one in a couple of days. I have plenty of pictures, that's for sure. What I wanted to say is we just got to show more love. And you know, some of the things I've been seeing, and some people are just they just don't get it yet. So hopefully their spirituality will wake up inside them and they'll say, oh wow, you know, there's a different way, instead of just looking out for yourself. You know, man, we sent toilet paper down to Atlanta to my wife's mother. She's 91 years old. They can't find toilet paper there, so we sent her some. See, that's what you do with family and friends. I've got some friends that's showing symptoms, and they don't want to go out. They don't know yet. They just said that they're, you know, have low-grade fevers. They're going to, you know, make sure they don't spread it. And I said, if there's anything you need, they said they're all set, but when they do, hey, man, I'm there for them, and that's for sure. And that's what we should all be doing. I mean, I'm not saying I'm some kind of saint or something. I'm just a good friend, and I'm spiritually awake. Okay, I would like to bitch at YouTube, you know, and Google. You know, I've had like almost 20 subscribers taken away. Their algorithm thinks that they're spam or something, because people will just make an account just to subscribe. They really don't want to have nothing to do with YouTube. They say, well, you know, we like these videos and we want to watch them and we want to support you and help you out. So they make an account, and then all of a sudden, all those accounts, they're taking them away from me, the subscribers. And I've wrote them, and especially right now, I'm not going to hear nothing. So at least I have put my complaint in. So a lot of my subscribers are just gone. I don't understand it. And you know who I'm talking about on Instagram. And most of the time, they're not in the United States, too, some of these. Not all of them. No, I shouldn't say most of the time. But there's a lot of them from out of the United States. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. So make sure you resubscribe. And make sure everybody else, make sure that the notification button is hit, and make sure you still subscribed. I go and I see people, I said, now I know I subscribed to you, and I'm unsubscribed. So I subscribe back. Some of my community, my paranormal community in Twitter. And speaking of Twitter, I'd like to say hello and do some shout outs right now. The people that's on right now: Madam Raven, Rhonda Beck, Michael, the Horror Queen, and thank you for that shout out, Michael. Alistair Packer, Holly's Lore, Timothy Badrick. Man, Timothy, you got some good pictures going on there, man. And, man, you must be awake. Man, you make me tired because you're always there and you're always showing pictures. Man, I think he's the hardest working person on Twitter besides Clown. That's for sure. Okay, let's see who else we got. Beyond the Veil Investigations, Clown's Paranormal Adventure, Beyond the Veil Investigation, Freedom of Information Act, BOI. Hello, I think it's Mike. And Mike, I sure do appreciate you, brother. Diane Richmond, she's always talking and sharing everything and giving her feedback to Tim, so it's really interesting. You know, I might not say anything, but I read it and I see what's going on. And then there's Gary. I think Gary is our skeptic on our paranormal community. Every time I read, it seems like he's kind of a skeptic, so that's cool. We need somebody like that, that's for sure. Alrighty, we have Gary. All right, we said that. And who else do we have? Looks like Ghost Tracers. Nobody really. What the Paranormal? Jose Rican. Oh, I like this one. Jose Soda Rican. All right, Jose, that's pretty cool. Kill Hut 702. Cajun Medicine Man. Peter Renee. And it keeps repeating here, so I'm scrolling down. Lynn Tosland, book author. Wow. Naomi. David S. Vingman. Hey, David, he's down the street from me. I hope you're doing good, brother. Yeah, I'm trying to be careful out there. I saw your little note, and I do appreciate that. Yeah, I have to go out to, get supplies like Walmart. We have supplies, but we're always replacing, re-upping, getting alcohol and stuff like that we need. Not drinking alcohol, rubbing alcohol. All right, let's see. Tales from Beyond, Ghostly Days, Boston Actress, Jack Sorson, USA. Hey, Jack, you're a good friend, brother. You all are. Tony Saurus Rex. Hey, Tony. And it just keeps repeating itself, and I have a lot more shout outs in my description box below. So, and while you're there, it shows you how to make a donation if you want to support us that way. PayPal and Patreon. You become a monthly Patreon, and I would like to say hello to Dr. Debro Cherry, my first monthly Patreon, and I do appreciate you, Doctor. Thank you so much, and we're going to shout out to you every time. Thank you very much. It's very appreciated. It goes right back into the channel, and that's for sure. It all does. For new equipment, anything, software, we need it very bad, and hopefully one day we'll get there. Maybe we'll get to 1,000 by the summer. That's my goal. I can't get past 830. I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe it's just the way things are right now with this lockdown and everything. I give them the benefit of the doubt, but I am going to tell them that they've taken over time. It adds up. It could be another 100. I should have 900 subscribers now. But anyway, I'm not going to bitch, but I'm going to bitch about when it's unfair. I'm going to stand up and say something. And that's the way I am. I can't help it. But thank you, everybody. I know it's a rough time right now. My wife's on the front line. She's a nurse at the VA. She says it changes from minute to minute. I don't know what's going to happen, but I believe we're going to get through it, and we're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it seems like this is going to be a very serious, bad week. So I think we should seriously pray, meditate, and think positive thoughts. And that's one good way to fight it. And another way is show no fear. Because talking to the community, the paranormal community right now, that fear is a bad thing. Fear is opening yourself up for attack from the spiritual realm, from the malevolent entities, the low frequency entities. So make sure you do a clearing and pray and show no fear, but trust in your higher power and do your clearings. Pray, and it's going to be okay. I promise. There's more out there, and when you get there, you're going to say, what was I so worried about? But that's what I believe, and that's how I think. So praise God. All right. Hey, did you see that thing flying around here again? I mean, it came right to the camera 2 times in one show. And, I don't see it right now. I'm concentrating on what I'm saying, and I'm really kind of looking at the camera. And, it comes from right up there, and it comes down, and it flies. Sometimes it comes from over there. It does barrel rolls. It's some kind of winged entity. I think it's my guardian angel, because I asked to see, let me know you're with me, and things like that. And there it is. It's there. I've been doing EVPs, can't catch anything. I let the camera run and say, come on, show yourself. Now we're going to get some good pictures, some good video. And it won't come on command. It only comes when it's ready to come. And it's usually when I'm talking like this. So I hope it shows up again. And if you see it, let me know, because I miss it. Sometimes I'll just miss it. I don't know how. I just miss it, So I do appreciate that if you would keep your eye out on that too. All right? Okay, let's go ahead and get started now. Okay, here's our first picture, and this was at daybreak, and I think it might have been this morning or yesterday morning, but you can see this. Look what's going on here. Isn't this something? Do you see this right here? Isn't that cool? Something's coming out of the vortex right there. I'm telling you people, this is a vortex. It's a portal, and these trees are too. And there we got it. We caught it right there. Let's look down here. You can see it's coming up out of the ground here. Let's see if this is as close as I can get it. All right. There is an orb there, and there's a person, some kind of entity right there. He's probably overseeing what's going on, making sure the coast is clear. And you see, this looks like some kind of cat or feline entity here. Ear here, ear here. There's an eye, nose, and the mouth. It looks like some whiskers right there. And then above him looks like a dog. It's ear, 2 eyes, and a nose. Isn't that a pretty dog right there? You see it? And there's somebody under that. And that's coming right up out of the ground right there. And you see all kind of different things right there. And then we're going up. And you can see it's kind of against the tree right here. And you see these faces right here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. It's really coming up here. There's the bird feeder, and then there's the wind chimes. And then over here, there's something, it looks like it's got a beard and long hair and looking this way, making sure it's still coming up straight. And then it just keeps going up and up, as you can see. And you see there's a face there. It's like a totem pole almost. There's a face there. See the ears, the 2 eyes, the nose. Look at this. There's another face right there. You see the ears, the 2 eyes, and the nose. There's like a snout right there. And then we're going up. There's something else that's got letters. It looks like BFP, I believe. I don't know. What do you think that is? Here's a person right there. It's looking. And don't look too happy there. But anyway, we usually have happy entities here, like this one winking its eye and got a smile going on right there. And it's just up on the totem pole, I guess. And here's more. You see the eyes. You see all the faces right there going up. Look at this one. 2 eyes and nose. You see the nostrils and the mouth. Here's the ears. It's some kind of feline being. Another little feline being right there, and something sticking off. Coming up and away. Here we go, right here. There's some more. It looks like, these look like animals too. Some animals right there. And we keep going up and up. Here's another orb, and then it stops. It's too bad I didn't have a bigger, lens where I could catch that going up. Probably went all the way up into the sky. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that just something? Oh, I love when it happens like that. You have to get out early in the morning, too, to catch this stuff like that. And then here's something that's got a ring around it right there. Some kind of entity. And there's faces right here. You can just see it right here. And it's something. That's for sure. And then this one I couldn't catch. But you can see they're all around this coming up out of the portal. And there's a person here or a cat. Feline kind of being right there. Here's an eye, nose, and a mouth right there. You see it right there? They're all in here. They're all around here. That was a portal opening and something shooting out right there. And it sure was. Hey, this is in my backyard, folks. And you notice the kind of the orbs are just kind of, making sure everything's going all right there. That is something. And I think this one was right after that. And here's one right here. You know, I haven't really looked at these too closely like I usually do. But there's an entity here. There's the ears, the two eyes, nose, and the mouth. Here's one right here. Two eyes, a nose. And sometimes they look like they're almost human-like. And this right here almost looks like the Om symbol, doesn't it? All kind of different stuff in there. Tell me what you think. Now let's see if we can get closer to this one. You can see there's two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. And that looks like some kind of animal or dimensional traveler for sure. And this one looks like, I don't know, like an eye here, and a nose. I don't know. You just have to look at it for yourself. I see two eyes and it looks like a beak right here. It could be some kind of bird. E.T. bird, you know. Look at this right here. Now that is a cat. This is some kind of like a female lioness. Two eyes, the nose, and the mouth right there, and you see the ears right there. Yes. And you can see all kind of different stuff in there. I know that you can. You probably see more than I do, and that is a fact. And this is really bright. I don't know what this is. It flies around and has some really nice colors there. Two eyes, nose, and looks like a mustache and a beard right there going. There's a dude right there hanging out. And you got all these little elementals. And here's one bright one up here. Let's see. Did we see this one? I don't think so. Yeah, look at this. See the eye, nose. See the ears right there? That's some kind of animal, it seems like. And then there's something right here. I didn't even notice this right here. Two eyes, it looks like two ears, and it kind of fades out. It's kind of going into the background there of the morning sky. That is wild. And this was, I think, the day before yesterday. And you can see right here we have something trying to come through. And you see the eye, nose, and you see the way it comes, the ear, and it comes down like this. It's got a jaw. I don't know. What do you think that is? And then there's a little something here. There's all kind of different stuff. If you get to looking, you see some really strange stuff. I love this IR camera. It really catches a lot of stuff right here. This is some kind of animal, I believe. I don't know. It looks like two eyes, and I don't know what this is right here. But looks like one above it there too. It's just dimensions, overlapping dimensions on that one. And let's move on here. All the elementals. Now here's that flying snake or worm or whatever you want to call it. It comes around a lot. If you've seen my videos, you know you've seen this before. Sometimes it's on the ground hanging out, and most of the time it's flying, and you can see it looks like a rod. And I caught it when it was resting, or I don't know. There it is right there. It's in the sky flying, and there's something right here. I'm thinking it's some kind of angel or fairy. This looks like this could be some wings, the legs, and it's looking that way. It's got its back to us, and it could be a fairy or it could be an angel. I don't know, but we see that a lot. If you've watched my shows in the past, I encourage you to do that. I need about 2,000 more hours of viewing time before I can even get monetized. And we really want to get monetized where we can put the money back into the program and start bringing you some really good stuff, buying some new cameras, and, you know, trying to clear this up where it's just such a better pixel camera. This one's kind of old, but that's what I'm using. And you can see stuff all in here. I don't know. You know, that's the thing about it. I want to get it clearer for sure. It's in the trees, and you see all the elementals, and you see the orbs, and you can see, yeah, there's something in there. That's for sure. Some person. And you got little elementals right here. Just all through here. And here's one coming around the corner here on the Hammonasset Ley Line, as I always say. The energy line there, and I see a person right here, two eyes, nose, see the ears right there, and then there's one below him, two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. Here's a dog, two eyes, and the ears here, and somebody behind him. It's just dimensions, overlapping dimensions, and people and entities overlapping each other. So like one right here, and somebody's in front of them, and somebody's in behind them. It's just it's just fascinating to me. It's just wild, that's for sure. Crazy, even. I don't know if it's crazy, but anyway, here's that flying snake again, and it's in the back. It's changed shapes a little bit, but it still looks the same. Got that energy coming off of it, and it's flying in the sky right out of the fairy circle here. And there's something going on here, and we're going to take that night vision and really get this when it gets a little bit warmer out. You see, this is a cat. See the ear, the eye, nose, and the mouth right there? It's just undeniable. And I see all kind of different things that's right in this area. There's something right here trying to manifest. If you see this, see the eye, nose, and the mouth? And if you look, it looks like it's a feline kind of face right there. Well, I do ask the felines to come here, and they are protectors. And I know you know that because I've talked about them a lot. Little dot right there, some kind of energy. And all of these orbs flying around here in the backyard. Now, here's some more. Now, this is a entity and another entity traveling in their Merkaba. Or either this is a portal and they're somewhere in the universe or another dimension and they're looking in through the portal. There they are. It looks like he's got some kind of cloak on and head right there. And then there's somebody right here. Can't really tell what they look like, but there's a face up here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth, and it looks like it goes down. Looks like that's a female right there. And this might be a male. I don't know. It kind of looks like it to me. That's what I see. What do you see? And there's something right in this area. I don't know what that is. It looks like it's like a doorway or something. But you can see these little things coming into view. This is the IR camera catching this stuff. And I tell you, it's just so cool, man. Oh, it's groovy. Something flying around right there. And right there, there's something red there flying around. And here's some more orbs up here in the trees. There's a person there, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. And I'll look right over here and I go, wow, man, is this somebody? It looks like a head here, some arms, and his torso and his legs coming down. Looks like a person right there. It could be. I don't know. And then you see 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right here. There's somebody in this one. I don't know what that is. That looks weird, doesn't it? What do you think that is right there? Almost looks like a turtle, doesn't it? Like, you know, the front of a turtle, the head. Yeah, it's really wild. Some of the things I see out there, it is really wild. Let's see this one over here real quick. You really can't tell, but it's a light and some blue light, some little elementals and probably fairies and stuff flying around there because there's no bugs out right now. Okay, and there's a little something still manifesting right in that area right there. We're gonna clean that up and with a new camera, and we're gonna start catching that. I can't wait. So that's it for today. Okay, that's the show today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm getting lathered up here. It's a little warm in the studio. I've been working up here the last couple of days. I got lots of pictures to show you and to share with you, and we'll be working on another show coming up here in just a couple of days. The time is going by fast. I would suggest exercise, do some set-ups, some jumping jacks, some push-ups, and buy a treadmill maybe. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a treadmill and really start walking more. I'm going out to the Hammonasset State Park. You know, the Hammonasset Ley Line, you know. And there's a state park, and they have a trail, a nature trail, and it's about round trip 3 miles. So that's really good. Get around 7,000 steps. My goal is like 10,000 steps, trying to keep healthy through this. And there's a lot of people out too, walking their dogs and stuff. People are wearing masks and they're staying away 6 feet apart. It's really working. Well, we have to up here where we are because we're about the worst in the country right now, but we're really fighting it, that's for sure. Okay, make sure you subscribe, like, and give a thumbs up, and share, and please watch some of my videos, would you? Give me some time here, and make sure you're still subscribed, and share, and get some friends to come and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Man, we got to get to 1,000 subscribers, man. We can do it through this. We can do it by the first of summer, I'm hoping, maybe in June. That's my goal. I hope that you'll help me make it and grow with me. I do appreciate you very much. I want to send love and light to everybody. You know, people act really bad. I mean, even in the grocery store, you know, they're just like, you know, you're not there sometime. And, you know, I want to say something, but you know what I do to myself? I say love and light, love and light. Somebody cuts me off driving. Don't happen a whole lot right now. Not a lot of people out, but when it does happen, I just say love and light, love and light. You know, they're just not spiritually awake. You know, some people make mistakes. They go, oh man, I'm sorry, my bad, you know, but nothing. You know, they just know, I know I'm an asshole, you know, and so, you know, deal with it. And I do. They're not spiritually there yet, you know. If the world ends today, they have to go and do it all over again until they get there. And if it's not on this planet, it may be another planet. It's going to happen. It's going to keep happening until you get it, until you grow. And that's what I believe. You're going to have to keep doing it until you get it and where you can move on. If you don't get it, you can't move on. And I believe that. Show love and light. It's not worth it. Really, it isn't. Some people really acting crazy right now through this, and they're showing their true colors. And like the Bible says, you know people by their fruits. And I've been watching a lot of the politicians and some of the media and other people, and they're showing their fruits, who they really are. And I go, wow, I didn't know that. And love and light, pray for them instead of calling them names or something. Love and light, pray for them. Do not like this person. You know, I can feel it. I know. And I just say, they have a demon, you know, and it's probably by choice too. That's the bad thing about it, you know, for a little power, control, and money, you know, for a lifetime versus an eternity. No, thank you. I'll just go ahead and be poor, you know, and catch you later, right? Spread love and light, okay? This is David, the Backyard Ufologist, and I'll see you in a couple of days. And we're going to do that meditation again and do it live. And man, we're really going to spread love out and healing out into the world. Bye-bye, everybody. See you in a couple of days.